so much for tuning in. I'm Deborah with Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is our daily reading for Purusha Intuitive. How are you? I hope you're doing really well. I know I said that, but I really do hope so. Happy Thursday. Happy December, everybody. So this is for December 1st. All of my readings are timeless. I'll let you know what day I do them. But I always say if the message resonates, then it's definitely meant for you. If it doesn't, then it's just not, We don't have to, get all freaked out or worried or try to force our situation into what we're hearing. We got to use that kind of sound judgment, those gut instincts. So with that, let's look at it. This is a general reading for the collective conscious, Thursday, December 1st. Highest and best messages. These videos are for 18 and up. This is the Rebel Oracle. It's a little scandalous with the phrasing, but I think it should be good. Just as a heads up, they are for adults. We want to protect our children's innocence, right? Stay innocent. You have your whole life to be scandalous. But I really like them. They're kind of these, just very blunt, honest oracle deck. And we've been having, in the readings lately, we've been having kind of this dynamic pop up, this partnership, this relationship that you're dealing with. Whether that's love, career, friend, etc. It's, these are general readings, so you know your situation the best. So we're going to look at this dynamic a little bit deeper. This is the couples edition of the Rebel deck. All right, let's look. Okay, so, I think that this is about really, F and say it, right? Resentment kills the magic. So there's a conversation. This is kind of why there's been this standstill energy between you and this individual. And I feel like there really needs to have a conversation. Neither of you are really kind of approaching the relationship with healthy boundaries. Your boundaries are trash. Block those bad vibes, right? So, easier said than done, right? In the practical world, we in relationships, especially when we're dealing with people, individuals that are close to our heart, it might trigger a certain thing within us. And we think we're setting the right boundaries or good boundaries. But, this has been, there's this energy of toxicity has come up a lot, and you guys kind of need to take a step back. This says forgive, not for them. Do that shit for you, right? I love that. It's really beautiful. I feel like, basically this is talking about there needs to, there's not enough communication going on right now. And so it's kind of leaving things, a lot of fantasies, instead of having this practical truth to work with. Neither of you can really, I love that, deal with your drama, handle exes, old hurts, and unresolved shit. So it looks like, obviously, between you and this situation, you guys are just triggering one another. There's this element where you're not able to see eye to eye. And a lot of that is because things are going unsaid. There's not healthy boundaries. You both have old resentments from the past that are creeping into the relationship. And it's just kind of I feel like it's that value of what you're fighting about is not really even the issue. It becomes the issue because they said that to me or they did that or, and it's more of a tit for tat versus this you know, is the worst thing ever. And like I said, obviously you know your situation the best. So if you are in an abusive or toxic situation, definitely make sure to reach out. You know, I know there's like lots of different help hotlines, you know, people that you can connect with, shelters, etc., to kind of, if you're in a compromising situation. That's so important. You know, I would never want to minimize what someone's going through. The way that this energy is coming through is that it's like, you know, I feel like it's a lot of things that aren't being said, like we talked about. And this person, you know, I feel like, I don't know, there's something about it where it's kind of almost just like they're not really even willing to look at it from all perspectives. Two of Wands is when we have a hard time, like there's opposing energies in a situation. We might really love this person, but they do this stuff type thing. And that's the energy that I get with them. I mean, they're really interested. They're really like, you know, I feel like maybe they're really attracted to you. They're really into you. But I feel like there's also this element of being stubborn. Yeah. You guys just do things differently is how I'm hearing it, you know? I feel like how they want you to act and how they want you to behave versus who you are is hard for them. It's a hard pill for them to swallow. Like, obviously they like who you are. That's part of what attracts them to you. But there's this element of like, you know how sometimes when we get into relationships and it's like, oh yeah, that's fine, you can be like that or you do that, and then we start trying to like change the other person. That's how this person's energy is coming through. And so you're just like not interested, I feel like you don't feel seen, you don't feel heard, you feel like this person might be taking you for granted a little bit. But there's also this element of you kind of blocking yourself. Eight of Swords is definitely like a self-sabotage energy, but you know, I don't know. I mean, actually, I'm sorry. I need to re-speak about that because this almost feels like you feel restricted, you feel limited based on how this person kind of like treats you, you know? It's not balanced. I mean, I think the element, the potential is there, like we talked about in the very beginning, but you guys have to talk about it and you can't, you know? And I think I'm not, you know, in my opinion, it's coming a little bit from the other party. Obviously, energies can be flip-flop. It's whatever you resonate with. Maybe you're like not really sure about them. Maybe you're kind of like, you know, I don't like how they behave. I don't like what they're saying or how they're acting. I'm not gonna lie, it does feel like there is a little bit of manipulation going on. This person likes to have control. Yeah, I mean, it triggers a lot of emotion for both of you. And it's exactly what I was saying in the beginning. It's just kind of a messy relationship, kind of a messy situation. And, you know, depending on how it is, how you end up dealing with it, will depend on how this moves forward. This person is not really being very proactive about looking at themselves. And this has come through again in multiple readings. A little stubbornness about what their intentions are. You know, and I feel like I guess you kind of come across like, well, I don't really care, you know, if this is how they're going to be, if this is how they're going to act, if they're not going to hear me, if they're not going to value me, then I'm just not going to I'm not going to invest anything into it. But it's almost saying that like your own inability or your own ability to be independent and kind of like let it roll off your back, it you know, it kind of ends up hindering the relationship, because then you don't really care if you're having this conversation or not, you know. And they're trying to find out ways, I think, to penetrate that. You do have like this very independent vibe. And they're trying to find out ways to connect with you. They know. I mean, they see exactly who you are. And I think maybe that's part of the frustration with what's going on right now, because you know, in some ways, they are just, like, I feel like them kind of putting up this fight or being stubborn, not really, you know, kind of giving you that time of day. It's not because it's not because they don't know that what they have with you is a good thing. But like I said, they just don't want to look that deep into it. And so for you, you're like, all right, I got other things going on. I'm moving on, right? This is this value of kind of having to do everything. So tell me why you... And I think for you, it's just seeing that, like, you know, I'm making other choices. Other things are coming in for me. And I love this, because this basically shows that you kind of, you know, there's... Yes, in the ideal world, you and this person would have a conversation. It would help, you know, kind of deal with the issues that have been between you. It would kind of bring some healing, but it also looks like that's not really happening. And this is a continual theme. Granted, these are daily readings, so the energy is going to move a little bit slower. But a lot of this is coming through that, like, you know, it's inhibiting, you know, you guys from connecting, from healing this relationship. And then it's pushing you, like new opportunities are coming in for you. But you still have to be mindful that you're dealing with this, right? Because if you don't, you're going to bring this old baggage into the new stuff that's coming in. And I feel like there is this element of, you know, really kind of analyzing and embracing the changes. Because you have a very strong countenance, a strong vibe. This person is focused on their own life, what they have going on. They're kind of trying to make money, hustle a little bit, more focused on themselves. And so that's why it's like, you know, the vibe that it's like they know they're not ready. They know they're not ready for this relationship, for this connection. And you kind of have to recognize that it is what it is. Maybe some of you will get that honest conversation. But I think that that's the thing, because if you're in a place where you are aligning with yourself and stepping into your power, you know, they're not there yet, you know. They're kind of still trying to have like this sneaky energy or do things behind your back, you know. Like I said, it's not coming from that good place of intention. It's coming more from this like selfish energy. So just be mindful, you know. And be really mindful. This is also that element, like, especially if you're in a dynamic where you can't heal the toxic stuff, where you have an unwilling partner. This is all about you setting your boundaries, like saying, okay, you know, this is my piece. This is how I think. This is how I feel about the situation. And I have to set stronger boundaries. Maybe I don't let this person in as easily. Like, you can still forgive, but have strong boundaries with someone. So I hope that helps, guys. Many blessings to whatever you're dealing with. Godspeed. If you need, you know, someone to look into your personal situation, I'm more than happy to do that. All that info is in the box below. Give me thumbs up, share, subscribe. Let's build the community. Sending lots of love and blessings always. Thank you so much for your love and support. And I will hope to see you soon. Thank you.